Hello children, welcome to another session of cartoon drawing. Let's see, in today's class we are going to learn to make an interesting minion drawing for which you will need a circular object like this. So I have used an A5 size book. You are free to use any book of your choice. So we are placing this circular object in the center of our sheet. Slightly push it to the top and hold it tight and trace only just half of the circle. Okay, like this. See, now it looks like this. The next step, I will be using scale and then I will be just drawing lines below this half circle. So you can see how I am placing my scale and drawing these lines. Okay, in this way we will draw line even on the other side. So you can watch now how I am doing it. Okay, now let's begin from the top. So as I already mentioned, this is minion drawing we are making. Let's start with the head. You can see I'm drawing strands of hair like this. Okay, now see, I'm going to take the help of another circular object. You can find something of this size. I'm going to keep it in the center and trace the full circle. So see here, this is how I'm doing it. Okay, one circle is done. Now next we are going to draw one more circle. Just leave very little gap and then draw the second circle like this. You can draw it freehand. Okay, now let's continue drawing. You can see what I'm doing at the sides. Let's start to make the eye. I'm going to make only one eye for this minion. Okay, so the circle that you have drawn, inside that is where we are going to draw the eye. Just watch, see how I am doing it, and then you can repeat these steps. Okay, so here we have finished drawing the eye. Next, let's draw the mouth. I'm just making a curved line here. Please see how I am making this. Okay, so our next step will be to draw the hand. So one side I'm going to show like the minion is raised up its hand, and the other side I will show like it's holding a guitar. Okay, so this is the first side where you see the hand is raised high. Okay, so I'm drawing two lines like this with the help of my scale. Please watch, you can see how I am drawing the rest of the hand. Okay, so this is how we finish drawing one hand. Okay, now for the next step, we will use the circular object one more time. Just place it down here, and then you will have to trace one more time. You will have to trace half circle. So please watch how I am doing this. See now, after adding the half circle, it is looking like this, and then you will see I have left a little gap on the other side. That's because like I told you before, I'm planning to draw one guitar here. So see here, you can watch, see how I'm drawing this. We'll start from here. Let's start with a curve. Okay, I'm sure all of you know the shape of guitar, so here we are making something very simple. Please watch and try to do along with me. See, there's a little part of the previous curve line that's come on the guitar. I'm going to erase that now. Now you can see the basic shape of guitar. It looks like this. Okay, next we will add some more details to this. So please watch how I'm doing this and do it along with me. Okay, shall we add some more details to the guitar? So you can watch now. I'm adding few more details here. Okay, so guitar done. Next we will have to add the legs. So you can watch how I am doing this. Quite simple, but please watch and do it along with me. Okay, now we will begin adding its clothes. So you can see now I've just started. Please watch. Quite simple. I'm sure you all know how a minion looks. So it's going to be really easy for you all to draw this. Okay, so keep watching and draw along with me. Okay, so I've made a pocket. You can see I've made it like this. Now I'm just going to add straps which will go all the way till the hands. Okay, so for this step you will need the help of scale. We are just going to place it like this and then add two slant lines. Okay, we will do this for both the sides. So this is the first side I'm showing you. You will repeat the same steps even for the other side. Okay, so one hand we have drawn, the other hand should look like it is holding the guitar. So I'll just show little part of the hand here, like it's holding the guitar. So you can see how I'm making it, and that's enough. Okay, so this is the completed drawing. We have our full drawing ready now. Our next step will be to use black outliner and then do the outlines for this entire drawing. Okay, so we will begin now. So the places where you have used this circular object, you may use it one more time so that you get the shape properly. And wherever you have used scale to draw lines, please use that one more time. Okay, take your own time and do the outlines very nicely. Okay, now as you do the outlines, I thought I will narrate some stories for you all so you can listen to the stories and continue to do the outlines. So this is the first story. The name of the story is The Herd of Goats. A large herd of goats lost its way in a jungle. A cunning fox saw them. His mouth watered at the sight of such a large herd of goats. He knew that he couldn't kill them all, so he came up with an idea. He went to the goat that was leading the herd and said, "Are you the goats who stay in the village?" "Oh, yes," the goats said. "Do you know how we could find our way back?" asked the goats. "Just follow me," said the fox. The fox took them to the top of a steep rock and said, "See, that's your village. If you jump from the rock, you will be able to return to the village," the cunning fox said. The leader goat could see the village, and without thinking much, he jumped down. All the other goats blindly followed him without even thinking about it. The fox went to the foot of the rock and enjoyed a hearty meal for many days. So, what is the moral of the story? Don't blindly follow somebody without putting your thoughts into it. Okay, so if you see somebody do something, please do not blindly follow them without thinking. So this is a good story with a good moral. So now keep doing your outlines. I'm sure it is all coming out really very well. Be a little slow and do these outlines exactly on top of your pencil lines. And once you complete it, you will be ready to color. Okay, keep doing. Let's see. Yeah, so it's coming out really very well. Now let's hear one more story. This is about a boy who kept lying. Okay, he kept on lying for everything. So there was a boy named Danny who had a really bad habit of lying. One night, a fairy visited him in his dreams. And she said, "You have been lying too much, Danny. From tomorrow, whatever you lie will come true," she said. So the next day, when Danny woke up, he decided not to worry about the dream. He thought he will leave it as it is because it's just a dream. He didn't want to go to school that day. So he said, "My stomach is aching." He said this to his mother. And he said, "I won't be able to go to school." So listening to this, his mother also agreed. She just kept him at home. And sure enough, Danny's stomach actually started aching. And he spent the whole day in pain. He thought that dream will not come true. But as the fairy had mentioned, whatever he lied had come true. Right? So sometimes whatever you say actually happens. So please be careful with your words. Okay, great. Now outlines are ready. So we have our drawing ready for coloring. You can use any colors that are available with you. So I am making use of some colored markers and brush pens to color these. Take your own time and color this very neatly. So you can keep watching. Look at the colors that I use and match with your drawing. Okay. Okay, so here is another story. This is about cleanliness, and it's a lesson of cleanliness. So there was a group of children who did not keep their neighborhood clean. They would always litter everywhere and never pick up their garbage, and the entire neighborhood was so untidy. Okay, because of this, their entire locality, it became a breeding ground for flies and insects. And slowly all the children started falling ill because of these flies and insects. When the doctor saw the children, he said, "If you keep your surroundings clean, you won't fall ill like this." And listening to this, the children started throwing garbage in the dustbins, and they refrained from dirtying the neighborhood. Slowly the mosquitoes and insects, they started disappearing from the neighborhood, and because of this, all the diseases also disappeared. So cleanliness is next to godliness is what is the moral of the story. So wherever I have black in my coloring, I am doing them all at once. You can see I am finishing them, and then I will start with the next color. Okay, so here is another story. This is about a fox and a goat. So what happened once, a curious fox was peeping into a deep well. But unluckily, he slipped and fell into it. The fox waited for an animal to come to the well. So he was making some plans. After a long time, a goat peeped into the well. The fox found this as a really good opportunity. So you know what he did? He called out, "Hey goat!" The fox called out, "The water in this well is really very sweet. Do you want to try some? Come, jump in," he said. Hearing this, the foolish goat, he willingly jumped into the well. The fox climbed over the goat's back and got out of the well while the goat remained inside without any help. So what is the moral? Moral is, think before you trust anyone. Think before you act. So blindly following the fox's words, the goat jumped into the well, and now he is helpless. He doesn't have any help to come out of the well. He's stuck inside. Yeah? So think before you act is the moral of the story. So right now I'm coloring the minion, you can see. So that's yellow, so I will use this in all the places wherever there's yellow, and then move to the next color. So that's how it's coming out. Take your own time and color this nicely without leaving any gaps. If you leave gaps, it won't look really nice, it won't really look neat. Okay, so take your time and do this. It's okay if you're not able to match up to my speed. You can always pause this video and complete your work. Okay, keep doing it. Let's see how it is coming out. Okay, so we will have the last story for the day. This is about the chick who forgot the traffic rules. Okay, once upon a time, a hen was visiting the city with her 4 chicks. And while crossing the road, look left, look right, and look left, and then move ahead only if the road is clear. She explained this to all her 4 chicks. Okay, and all the chicks nodded as if they understood. When it was time to cross the road, 3 chicks followed her instructions, but the 4th chick just started walking without looking, very carelessly. Okay, she didn't see a truck approaching. So this time the truck screeched and came to a halt. Luckily, the chick was saved. Then she promised that she would always obey her mother's words. So the moral of the story is, listen to your parents. They have the best intentions for you. Okay? So the next time you hear a piece of advice from them, please listen to them. It's for your own goodness. Yeah? So we are almost done with this drawing. I have just this guitar alone to be colored. So you can see I am using a shade of brown here. Okay? Yeah. So that's how it is coming out. Let's see. Just the guitar left. I'm going to use orange for the guitar. Combination of brown and orange. Okay? So I hope you all enjoyed learning to draw this minion. So take your own time to complete this. See you all in another cartoon drawing session. As a final step, I am going to give this a thick outline. This is an optional step. Just for my drawing to look a little highlighted, I am doing this. So you can see the result. It will look much better if you give it a thick outline like this. Okay? And I'm not doing this everywhere. You can see this is only done only on the outer part of the drawing. So this is optional. Try it and see. I'm sure your drawings will also come out really well. So that's it for today's class. Meet you all in another class. Bye and take care, all of you.